YouTube, what's going on, man? What's up, fellas? Y'all go ahead and tap that bell, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button and subscribe. Go ahead and give me that. We're gonna have a conversation today about sexual market value and how important it is to women in dating. It's a lot of dating coaches out there um, that will say that women don't really like um, looks like that, or looks is not really important to women like it is to men, and that's bullshit. That's not true. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. Yeah, men are visual. We're stimulated by what we see. Women are more so influenced by what they hear. And notice I use the word influence. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is women are also attracted to looks too. I talk about a lot in my videos and even in my book, to have this shit together. Faith, fitness, finance, fashion, and then females last in that order, right? And having your shit together, mind, body, and soul, always self-aggrandizing, all these things, being on your purpose, etc., etc. All right, so that's just to get you in the door. That's just to get you in the competitive world of the sexual marketplace and the dating game, you know. But you see, women, if you're that guy, and I talked about this in my last video, if you're that guy, if a woman sees you as that dude, if the woman sees you as that dude, if you're really him, right, in her eyes, if she's sexually attracted to you, that will trump everything. I'm telling you, that will trump everything. Okay? It will trump finances. It will trump you having a car. It will trump you having a job or a career. It would trump your moral compass. It would trump your character. Like, your sexual market value, your looks trumps everything when it comes to women. It trumps everything. And this is across the board. This ain't nothing new. It's like if a woman is sexually attracted to you, because you have to remember, see, attraction is not a choice. Attraction is like a force. It's like a law. Like a law is law. A force is a force. You know what I mean? It's a part of nature. It cannot be destroyed. It's just like, energy. You can't destroy energy. It can only be transferred. You can't destroy it. Right? Well, attraction has that same quality. It's kind of like magnetism. You can't destroy magnetism. Attraction is much like a magnet. You can't control, let me not say that. A magnet does attract light. It attracts metals. It attracts other things that has its properties. You know what I mean? A magnet will attract another magnet. Magnets attracts metal and steel and things like that, right? So it kind of goes down to frequency. It kind of goes down to vibration and things like that. So if a woman finds you attractive, there's something innate within her that's vibrating on that same level that you are. Like she vibrates on that level. It's a magnetic kind of like, it's a frequency like attraction. Not only just with her sight, but it ignites something in her soul and her frequency that makes her attracted to you. So what am I saying? I'm saying that attraction is not a choice. Shout out Corey Rain, right? He always used to say that, Corey Wayne. Attraction is not a choice. You can't control it. You can't turn it on. You can't turn it off. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. I got a certain type. Everybody has a type. You have a type. Every woman has a type, etc. Everybody is somewhat different, in terms of what they're attracted to. And then, some people have a lot of similarities. So getting that out of the way, being that attraction is not a choice, one of the most important things for you to control, or to get control of, is your sexual market value. Now, you're born the way you're born. You cannot so to say, you can't alter your genetics, right? I mean, you can have plastic surgery and augmentations and things like that. Yes, you can. But what I'm saying is, you know, with your face, unless you know trying to have reconstructive surgery and all this kind of stuff, which is not recommended because a lot of times that turns out to be botched. You want to maintain as much natural aestheticness as you can, the way that God gave you. You got to give what God gave you and maintain it, or try to enhance it. You see what I'm saying? So the way you look is the way you look. Now, what can you control? You can control your weight, but you can't control your height. So you can't control the way you look. You can't control your height. You can't control your ethnicity or your race. That shouldn't matter because in every race there's good-looking people. But what can you control? You can control your weight. You can control your muscle density. You can control things like that. So, what do I always talk about? Going to the gym, working out, putting in work 4 days a week at minimum, right? If you look fit, if you look athletic, if you look aesthetically, you get that V taper, your shoulders are broader than your waist. You don't need a six-pack. You don't need 9-10% body fat. You don't need to be a bodybuilder or a model. But if you look, you know, strong, athletic, and you look fit, and you got that shoulder to waist ratio, that's going to be aesthetically pleasing to a lot of women. If you look at your movie stars, your major movie stars, they're either buff, they're either fit, or they're athletic. These leading men, right, of all ages. Okay? You can control that. If you're overweight and you're big and stuff, you got to rely on other things. You got to compensate. You got to compensate with money. Now you got to start leading with your pockets and things like that. So I'm just talking about women are attracted to. Women are attracted to fitness. Women are attracted to body type just like men are. We like the hourglass, and women like the V shape. So you got to get in the gym. You can't get around that. When you look, listen, when you get in the gym, you start seeing, you know, gains. You start to see the muscle tone and things like that. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to dress better. And that's going to dramatically increase your sexual market value. Big time. It's going to increase your sexual market value. Okay? Now your fashion. So fitness, fashion. Okay? If you elevate your fashion for every occasion, meaning you want to wear clothes that are more custom made. You want to wear clothes that fit your body, that's fitted. You know what I mean? You want to start getting into the, I wouldn't say skinny jeans, but skinny fit or slim fit. You know what I mean? You want to wear slim fit clothing that's going to accentuate your silhouette. Women like to see this, just like we like to see a gap between their legs. They like to see a print. Just like we like, you know what I'm saying, nice asses. Women like nice, firm, athletic butts. And arms and shoulders and traps and pecs. Women like that. And forearms. Actually, guys, women love forearms. Because it looks like penises to them, especially if your forearms are swollen and veiny. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, women pay attention to this stuff, bro. When you look good, your foot is in the door. I'm telling you, looks trump everything with women. Especially to have sex with them. You see what I'm saying? To have sex with them, it'll trump everything. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to have a job, a career, money in the bank. None of that. You could be homeless, sleeping on the couch. You could be, just look at Pookie and Ray Ray. That's why they get all the girls, especially the birds, right? You got women in prison right now that are COs smashing inmates. Why? Inmates go to jail, they go to prison. First thing they start doing is what? Working out. They work out for one thing, to look strong, right? And to look intimidating from other guys. Right? They don't want to look weak. Well, when you look at it from a primal example, when you look at it from a primal point of view, what are women attracted to? They always talk about what? Provision and protection. That's the highest calling of a man. to protect and to provide for a woman so she can walk the earth unharmed, right? So when a woman sees a man who's fit, who looks athletic, who looks strong, and this is why, you know what I'm saying, innately on a subconscious level, women are attracted to men who are taller than them because they feel protected. You know, when you have height, you know what I mean, it commands respect, not just in, you know, the social interaction between humans, but, you know, in the hierarchy upon animals. Bears, they rear up. Threat postures. You look at a lot of animals' threat postures, they rear up, they bow up, they swell up. A cobra rises up, swells up. A bear rises up, growls. You see what I'm saying? Tigers, they rear up on their hind legs to fight. Elephants flare their ears. It's all about getting big. So when you're tall, automatically you're thinking like, man, okay, I feel protected. I worked as a bodyguard many times. I'm not a huge man, but I'm not small. I'm 6'2", 235. So just my stature alone is intimidating to a lot of people. That's a heavyweight boxing. I got the build of a heavyweight boxer. I got the build of a football player. You know what I mean? I got the build of a fighter. So women feel protected. You see what I'm saying? So size does matter. Height does matter. You got to have muscles. You got to have muscle density. Women, just like we like curves, y'all, women like muscle density. You know what I'm saying? They like swag. So you got to accessorize, a little watch here, chain, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you do, rings, all that. It all depends on what women find appealing. And women been like this from the dawn of time, man. It's not just on some modern women type stuff. You could go way back to like the 70s when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I remember Ted Bundy was the biggest thing. The serial killer before he got executed. But all the women was in love with this dude, saying how handsome he is and how handsome he was. This is all across the board. Women of all, you know, ethnicities, races, age gaps, you know, women are attracted to certain things. If you look good to women, if you have aesthetics that a lot of women are find appealing, you're going to be very, very attractive. And they have what's called rose-colored glasses. Like their love is truly blind to them. It's like if you have this aesthetic, it's like they have these glasses on and they can't see any wrong. They're blind to whatever caricature, what type of character you have, what type of values you have, what kind of morals you have, any of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got that aesthetic that they like, if these women feel like you're him, if women feel like you're that dude, it doesn't matter who you are, what you represent, what your background is, it don't matter. Back to the prison thing, I digress. Back to the prison. Inmates. They work out, get strong, female guards smashing them. Just had a big story about this. This ain't nothing new though. I used to be a CO. And a lot of women used to lust after these inmates. I'm telling you, a lot of these women used to smash inmates. It's nothing new. This shit been going on since prison's been allowing women to be female guards, just as well as, you know, a lot of male officers smash female inmates. It's nothing new. But we're talking about how your sexual market value, which is basically your sexual market value, is this. You don't determine it. It's what women determine. Okay? Women determine a man's sexual market value. What it means is how high is your sexual appeal rating in the dating market? How do you assess that? If you're getting hearts and likes a lot, if women are liking your pictures and they're hearting your pictures and they're commenting on your pictures, they slide in your DMs, you're getting a lot of matches, you're getting a lot of likes, you ask them out, and all of them say yes for the most part, you got a high sexual market value. That's how you find out digitally. You know you got high sexual market value when you walk into a place and women do double takes. They look at you. You turn heads. They're comfortable around you. They're like being in your vicinity. You know what I mean? They stop and talk to you. Like, this is how you know you have high sexual market value. When they compliment you, listen, when a woman compliments you, she really mean that shit, because women don't compliment dudes that they don't think are attractive. See, women don't freely give non-sexual attention like guys do. And you guys should value your compliments. You should value your sexual attention. You shouldn't just freely give compliments like that. But if a woman gives you a compliment, hey, you look good, you smell good, I find you handsome, they'll tell you. And that means that you have high sexual market value. But you can control that. The best way to do it is to get in the gym. The second way to do it is to improve your fashion sense. Now, those are the physical things, but what about the intangible things that are less talked about? Your swagger, man. You know, how you behave, your masculine frame. You know what I mean? The way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk. Like, all that body language, all that alpha energy. And I hate to use the word alpha, but, you know, a lot of people are familiar with it. But the more aggressive or assertive you are, the more masculine frame that you have. Take up space. Sit with your legs wide. Move slow. Don't be nervous. Don't be fidgeting around. Don't act nervous. Move at your own pace. Command the environment that you're in. Command the room. You see what I'm saying? Women pay attention to all that. How you order, how deliberate you are, how direct you are, how assertive you are, how confident you are. Eye contact, bro. A woman can tell if you're masculine or not just by looking at you with eye contact. If a woman looks at you and you avert your eyes and turn away, you're not a masculine dude. You're not a very alpha dude, so to speak. You know what I mean? They got this other cat, Wade Wilson. I mentioned him kind of like in a previous video. This dude unalive deleted 2 girlfriends that he had and tried to do another one. He's a serial killer. Now he's on trial. All these women talking about how fine and how handsome he is and all this kind of stuff, right? But it's your posture, it's your body language. You literally got to have your nose up, man, your chin up, your chest out, your shoulders back. You got to move to the beat of your own drum. And you got to be dangerous, bro. Ted Bundy, dangerous. This man killed at least 50 women. This dude, Wade Wilson killed 2 women. Y'all remember Salt Bae? Salt Bae, he was a Crip. But if you look at his mugshot, now he's a model. You know what I'm saying? And women put him on because they was like lusting after this dude. I'm telling you, man, it's like. But if you look at the Prison Bae, you know what I'm saying? What about Prison Bae? Good genetics, bone structure, skin tone. You know, a lot of these women, they be liking skin tone. A lot of our black women, you know what I'm saying? They be liking, there's colorism, and not just black women. You know, you always hear the adage, tall, dark, handsome. So even, you know, other racial groups tend to like darker people. But even within our people, when I say our people, I'm talking about my people as black people, we're all melanated, but there's different shades from albino to, you know, having a lot of melanin, just being dark as my shades, right? So we come in all different type of stratas. But anyhow, there is some colorism that exists. You know what I mean? If you light skin like me or whatever, you tend to have a lot more sexual market value as opposed to a darker skinned person. It kind of vacillates between the decades. You know, dark skinned dudes are in, then you got your light skinned dudes. I remember when Morris Chestnut them and Wesley Snipes them, dark skins was in. And then when you know, LL Cool J and dudes like Shamarma, all the cats, red dudes was in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Amari Hardwick and all these kind of people. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is women are attracted to men with high sexual market value. And a lot of it you can control by your body language, your masculine frame, your fashion, and also hitting the gym. Okay? Another way that you can increase your sexual market value is by learning how to fight, learning to be fucking dangerous. A lot of women want to feel protected. That's the highest calling of a man, is to protect a woman so she can walk the earth unharmed, right? As well as provision, but women want to feel protected. They want to be able to, to put on something sexy and to go out with you and feel safe. So if you can fight and you have a reputation for being a fighter or a dangerous guy, or you strike fear in other men. See, women pay attention to this kind of stuff. You can walk to a room and you're the most alpha guy, the most masculine man in the room, where a lot of guys, they acquiesce to you. You know what I mean? They submit to you. Women are attracted by that because that's power. That's both physical power, right? And that's mental power. And it conveys a lot of strength. Women are attracted to that. So if men, this is why, guys like Mike Tyson, in his prime, who did he marry? He married one of the hottest women in Hollywood, which was, what's her name from Boomerang? You know what I'm saying? Robin Givens. You know what I'm talking about? Robin Givens was one of the top notches, back in her day. When it comes to, actresses and whatnot, it was her, it was Robin Givens, it was Megan Good, Vivica Fox. You know what I'm saying? There was all kind of up there, when it came to movies type shit. But look at Mike Tyson, the most dangerous man on the planet. He walks into a room, most guys, they submit to that dude in fear, or most guys, they submit to that dude and say, hey man, he can whoop my ass. You know what I mean? I don't submit to a lot of dudes. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who walks into the room with me. They're gonna know that I'm a bad motherfucker. I used to be a CEO, and I didn't tell you all this kind of stuff. But anyhow, I'm pretty much known for my martial art prowess and my ability to fight and defend myself and others. You know what I mean? People really notice about me. But my point is, if you're a dangerous guy, you train, you do martial arts, you good with weapons, and you good with your hands. I mean, look at Kimbo Slice. Remember him? Respected. A lot of women like him too. Not just Mike Tyson. Look at your movie stars. Look at your Bonds. Look at your James Bond characters. Look at your John Wick characters. Look at that. Women love those characters, right? Why? Because they're badasses. This is why women are attracted to bad boys. This is why women are attracted to badass dudes. Why? Because they're edgy. They're dangerous. This is why women are attracted to criminals. Why? Because when you're a criminal, you live life on the edge. You march to the beat of your own drum. You don't care about consequences. You impose your will. You're dominating. You're dominant. You're not submissive. You speak your mind. You're not a pushover. You got a backbone. Most of those guys like that, they're not simps. So if you tat it up, this is why women are attracted to tattoos, right? Because you had to sit through that pain to get it. This is why women like men with scars, because you've been through something and you survived it and it made you stronger. It's sexy. So, tattoos is like scarring. This is why women like muscles, because you had to work hard to get it. You've been through something. Not saying to be a criminal. I'm not saying to do that. I'm not advocating that. I'm not a criminal at all. But guess what? I'm not submissive. You know what I'm saying? I got a good heart. I endeavor to do the right thing. I always try to do the right thing. I am law-abiding. But if you put your hands on me, it's a problem. If you put your hands on me, you put your hands on someone that I love, You put your hands on someone that I care about, it's a problem. I'm a human weapon, and I'm known to carry weapons. I'm a human weapon, and I'm known to carry weapons. See, women know this. So, fellas, the whole point of this video is to say your SMV is one of the most important things you need to develop. More so than having your shit together. Having your shit together is really to be like in a relationship long term, to be a good provider, to be a good husband, what have you, or to be a good life partner, or to be a good mate, to your woman, right? But what I am saying, if you want that lust, that magnetic attraction, that animalistic attraction for a woman who gets wet off of looking at you, who gets wet off of being in your presence, that'll pay you $1,000 to take a picture with you like Chris Brown because she finds you sexually attractive, you have to develop your sexual market value. Look at Chris Brown, tatted up. He's a dancer. The way he moves is sexy to women. It turns them on. Same thing with Usher, right? The way they dance, the way they move is sexual. It excites these women, and then they sing these songs and seduce these women. You see what I'm saying? So now that goes back to body language, because these guys, they embody what? Sexual energy. And I keep telling you guys, women enjoy sex a lot more than guys. And they don't even hide it no more. I don't know why you guys just can't see it and understand it. Women enjoy sex a lot more than guys do. Trust me. So, guys, get in the gym, work on that fashion sense, study martial arts, get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Work on your masculine frame. And then accessorize, man. Accessorize. You got to have an edge, man. Some women are attracted to long hair and locks and wave. Look at Jason Momoa, long hair. Then they like locks. You see what I'm saying? Some women like bald heads. Bald heads exudes power. Also, women like beards. Women love beards. Women love tats, things like that. So, guys, it's a lot of things you can do. You just got to find out what it is that most women find appealing. Okay? So let's go ahead and work on ourselves, become our best versions, and I'll see you guys next video. All right? Like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit, and I'll see you next video. Yep.